Tonight, for the first time, 2020 is delving into the murder of former ETSU student Johnia Berry. The 21-year-old had just moved to Knoxville in December of 2004 to pursue a master's degree at the University of Tennessee. In the early morning hours of December 6th, she and her roommate were attacked. Johnia was fatally stabbed, but the murderer got away. Authorities spent almost 3 years looking for the suspect, conducting more than 600 interviews and doing 240 DNA samples. In September of 2007, 21-year-old Taylor Lee Olson was arrested in Knoxville in connection to the murder. He died by suicide ahead of his trial in March of the next year. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniels sat down with Johnia's mother, Joan, this morning. Ansley?
Yeah, Sarah, Johnia Berry told me that she was surprised 2020 was picking up the case 2 decades after her daughter's murder. But she says that she's thankful Johnia's story is being brought to light again, and she hopes that it will spark change in DNA laws all across the nation.
It's something that we will live with for the rest of our lives.
Johnia Berry will never forget waking up in the middle of the night, finding out her daughter Johnia had been murdered.
There was no reason for this. You know, he was just a thief out in the middle of the night, breaking into cars and in the parking lot where the complex that she lived in, and he went into her house, her apartment, looking for a set of keys to steal a car.
At the time Johnia was killed, Tennessee didn't take DNA from those arrested for a violent crime.
It's very important that all 50 states have DNA. DNA doesn't lie, you know, and we were told that in Johnia's case, there was 96 billion to 1 a match of the DNA.
In 2007, the Johnia Berry Act passed the General Assembly unanimously, requiring any person who is charged with a violent crime to submit their DNA.
If it had been in place when Johnia was murdered, we wouldn't have had to wait 2 years and 10 months to find out who murdered Johnia. You know, that was torture.
And tonight, 2020 highlights what happened to Johnia.
I think Johnia would be glad that her story is being told, and that if it saves one life, then it's worth it. Look at the state you live in and find out what kind of laws that they have, and if they have a DNA law. Tennessee was the 7th state that passed DNA, and now I think there's 37 states that's passed it. So there's still lots of work to be done.
Millions of people will also get to know the light she still brings to the world.
She was happy. She always had a smile on her face. When she would come home from college to visit, you know, she used to, first thing she would say when she came through the door was, "I'm home, family," you know. That was, I would give anything if I could hear that again. But yeah, she was a great girl.
Joan is also the founder of Hope for Victims. It's a nonprofit that provides help and support for families and victims of violent crimes. The group also lobbies for victims' rights at the Tennessee State Capitol. Now, she also started the Johnia Berry Toy Drive in her honor. It's sponsored by News Channel 11 every year, and it starts on November 1st. Those toys are distributed on the day that Johnia died.
Ansley, thanks. 2020's episode Blood on the Door, highlighting Johnia Berry's case, airs tonight on ABC Tri-Cities at 9 p.m.